Hello again, Struck Club. We're already a couple of days into May, and I'm bringing you my next Struck List upcoming games video. This one is for Underdog 2D games. For those two-dimensional games, be it pixel art, be it regular hand-drawn art, or any type of two-dimensional art style that I believe deserve attention, even though they are not high popularity games. They're not high profile. They're not AAA titles. Um, they still deserve some loving. They still deserve your attention, as per my judgment. And that's why I'm bringing those into that video. There's 10 games in this list, all from different genres. Some are more massively multiplayer, some are single player, some are co-op, and so on. Shooters. I'm not sure actually we have shooters, but we have various types of RPGs. We have games that are action, games that are turn-based, games that are more towards the strategy and tactical, and games with open world, and so on. So it's a solid list with few titles that should probably stand out more than others. So I hope you enjoyed. Buckle up and let's go. The first title on the list is called Vagabond, and it's already released since the 1st of May 2023 as an early access title, developed and self-published by Pierre Vigier. I might butcher his name, Pierre Vigier. Sorry, dude, if I butchered your name. It seems to be a solo developer project. Already has positive reviews. Explore procedurally generated living worlds in this 2D sandbox RPG. Meet hundreds of characters in cities, complete quests, craft powerful items, buy and furnish your home, or fight monsters in dungeons. So if you're looking for that sandbox 2D open world RPG with procedurally generated living worlds, that might be the game you are looking for. Currently, it's 10% off, so instead of 14.79 euro, it's 13.31 euro on Steam. Regarding platforms, I think it is only on Steam. I couldn't find any information. Maybe itch.io, I think. Yeah, it's also on itch.io. But overall, it looks impressive. It looks decent, well made, animated. Obviously, since it's kind of a niche within a niche within a niche, it's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea. But if you're looking for something like that, I definitely recommend checking out Vagabond, and hopefully you like it. Especially considering you can team up with others and play in co-op. That's a big bonus for games like those. As long as you have the company, you might enjoy the game more than playing it so. And there is also there used to be a demo on Steam before. Next on the list is a game called Monster Tribe, developed by Boundless Games, published by Freedom Games. Explore an island filled with collectible creatures, a vast and varied wilderness, and dangerous towers on your way to restoring harmony with the land of Akama. Interesting, lovely pixel art. Seems to have dynamic tactical combat, and it's also a creature collector. Plenty of PvE. From the looks of it, the team on both sides cannot exceed 6 creatures per team. Currently priced 20% off from 19.99 to 15.99 on Steam. So if you're looking for a new 2D pixel art creature collector, Monster Tribe might be what you're looking for. It already has positive reviews, if that's any indicator for whatsoever. So if it looks fun to you, keep it on your radar, maybe even try it. It's already out since the 1st of May. Next up, we have something called Swarm Grinder from Last Byte Games as a developer and publisher. Another early access release. This one's coming on the 5th of May 2023. Swarm Grinder is an action roguelite game with pixel art graphics. Battle enemies to make your way through a mass of spreading and evolving cells, hosting dormant enemies. Collect a variety of game-changing skills and upgrades to create unique builds. If that's what you're looking for, the kind of Souls-like, not Souls-like, the kind of Survivors-like, roguelite, reverse bullet hell, hardcore, or whatever you want to call it, that's the type of game you're looking for, this one seems that it might be impressive and fun to play. Next on the list, coming on the 11th of May 2023, is a game called Death or Treat. Published and developed by Saona Studios, also co-published by Hawthorne Games. There's a playable demo on Steam you can download for free, and it's an interesting title. Hack and slash Souls-like, hand-drawn, colorful. The Halloween spirit is missing. Play as Scary and help him save Hollow Town. Death or Treat is a 2D action roguelite and hack and slash with hand-painted environments and traditional animations. Explore all the worlds and defeat hordes of enemies using different weapons and skills. As you can see, it's kind of like a platformer, Metroidvania maybe. Even I can't confirm about the Metroidvania, but it is some sort of action platformer roguelite. So if it looks like something that you might enjoy, keep it on your wish list. Maybe try the demo and play it if you liked the demo on launch as well. Other than that, there isn't any much more to say. I do like the art style. It's not my kind of genre, but the animations and the art definitely stand out. Next up is another early access title called Mountain Core. Early access is starting on the 18th of May 2023, developed and published by Rocket Jump Technology. As I mentioned, it will be an early access title and it will be coming for Steam and the Epic Store, by the way. Um, Settle an untamed wilderness with the might of dwarven engineering and thoughtful planning. Design and build your colony towards fame and fortune in a deeply simulated fantasy world. Queue out in peaceful mode with a bustling settlement or fight for survival against monsters and invasions. If this sounds like your kind of game, definitely worth giving it a go. It's fun. From what I can see, it could be fun to people who want those colonies that seem to the city builder sandbox with a top-down camera and medieval setting. It is your typical city building god game with various twists here and there. So while it is familiar and similar to what normally you can see in the genre, it does seem to do certain things in a unique way. A little bit more about it. First of all, you start with 7 dwarfs, but you can build and support a population of hundreds. Simulated world with changing weather and seasons that have a big impact on gameplay. There's trading, there's ways to train your military and battle monsters, all sorts of interesting features like the deep crafting tree that leaves no natural resource unused, tied together into satisfying production chains. And it's built mod first so that everything is moddable. Overall, I think it's a lovely title for the month of May. Another game that visually stands out to me in terms of art is Deliverance and Reign. Developed and published by One Up Plus, there is a downloadable free demo on Steam, and the game apparently only has a Steam version as far as I know. Couldn't find info on other platforms. Join a gothic battle where good confronts evil using roguelike deck building mechanics. Face either side, invading Auric's castle or as Auric himself defending against the invading heroes. Which side will you choose will be up to you, but it looks like a very fun roguelike card battler with auto battle PvE elements in the game. Um, I personally think if they price it right, the game can be successful, coming out on the 18th of May. One interesting title after the other has been this list. Glitchbuster Stuck on You is the name of the next one. Releasing on the 23rd of May 2023 as a full release, developed by Toy Logic, published by Skybound Games. It's an interesting shoot 'em up water shooter action game. It's a normal day on the net until a virus outbreak turns everything upside down. Only your squad of glitchbusters can take on the net's spookiest bugs in an online world gone haywire in this 1 to 4 player co-op third-person shooter. So are you looking for a new humorous third person um, Well, it's 2D meets 3D. This probably should have been in the 3D list, but I think it's kind of a mixture between a little bit of both. That's why I put it in the 2D mix, and it gives me a whole 10. But overall, it's a lovely game, and hopefully it does well because it has a lot of promise. The next title on the list, Diluvian Winds or Diluvian Winds, is an early access release from the 25th of May 2023, developed by Awambic Studio or Awambic Studio, published by Goblins Publishing and Indie Arc. It is a management game set in a small hamlet at the foot of a lighthouse. Welcome weary travelers and help each other to try and survive the unpredictable weather. Grow your helmet or land under the sea or among the clouds. Overall, I think it's a very, very cool looking art again that stands out from the rest of them in its own uniqueness. If you're looking for some turn-based city builder roguelike game with a lot of managerial stuff here and there, then the Wuvian Winds could be something to keep on your radar. And who knows, maybe they would do a demo. Probably my personal favorite from this list would be Shattered Heaven. It looks very impressive. Developed by Leonardo Productions, published by Leonardo Interactive and Whisper Games. Shattered Heaven is a single player deck builder card game with RPG elements and an ambitious branching narrative set in a dark fantasy world. The game focuses on a card game and roguelike gameplay fueled by a great replay value. Thanks to procedural dungeons, a deep crafting system, the game has a demo on Steam you can play. It seems to have very nice passive trees for the various units. Um, it's definitely got plenty of depth in terms of customization, and yeah, the procedural generation, the crafting system, all come together. Build your starting decks, three of them, one for each of your heroes, as you wish, and customize them by drafting new ones during each run for an ever different experience. Slay epic monsters in procedurally generated dungeons and loot valuable treasures, improve your equipment and enhance your strategy thanks to a deep skill tree system. As I mentioned, the story is branching, there are unique mechanics such as each character features completely different mechanics and ways to fight, which can be further customized through trinkets and the skill tree. And again, you use treasures and recipes to find inside the dungeons to create and upgrade potions, weapons, and amulets. And again, you pick your poison, you choose the difficulty and a special effect that changes every time at the start of each dungeon, and earn black bones used to improve characters at the Dark Forge. Overall, I think it's extremely impressive as a title, as a game. The last title on this list is called Psionic Awake, and it's a roguelike game where you collect resources during the day and defend against monsters at night. It emphasizes any combination of weapons, trinkets, treasures, and partners. Developed by Mighty Cat, published by Indie CN, and take it with a grain of salt. The whole salt shaker of salt. The release date on Steam says May 2023, but this might have been just a placeholder that they forgot to move ahead because it's already May and they haven't even given a fixed release date. Most likely, it will be delayed to another month, or it will be very close to the end of May. It will be an early access title though, so that's confirmed. And overall, it seems like it will be an interesting game to play. It's saying double major with waifu shot million bullets. We currently have four beautiful girls. They can use both magic and physical ways to fight. We will add more waifus in the future. Our game uses the latest dots code. Even the old low spec outdated computer can still maintain stable frame rates, no matter how many demons are in the screen. So they're boasting of good optimization. They're boasting of many various ways to play. A lot of customization and a lot of randomness, weapons, talents, treasures, and the partners. And they're planning to add more than the currently existing four partners that you can pick. Overall, I think it's also another title that if you're a fan of that genre, the vampire survivors like kind of genre, reverse bullet hell, hardcore, whatever you want to call it, you might like this one. To get notified when I upload more content like this one or other builds and guides for Wooter and not so Wooter games, you can subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button to not miss out on notifications. As well as keep in mind there's something called memberships on YouTube, which lets you be a paying member for my channel to get access to perks such as emotes and badges made by me, as well as the option to get one-on-one tutoring for the very basics of Adobe Photoshop, Premiere and After Effects. And memberships can be cancelled at any time if you no longer want to be a member. Thanks for watching all the way until the end, Struck Web. Keep it cool until next time and goodbye.